Have you noticed something that you check anyone's resume? Okay, check anyone's resume. You'll only find good things about them. They're very hardworking, they're very focused, they're very driven, they're ambitious, target oriented, leadership. When you read their CV, you're like, fuck man, you're such an amazing guy. So many great traits you have. Okay. Then go to anyone's Instagram profile or Facebook profile or any profile. You'll see their life is so perfect. You'll see that they're so happy. You'll see such attractive photographs. You'll see the guy having like literally a perfect physique. His chest is big, his arms are big, he has like six-pack. You see the females, they look so white-skinned, they look so toned, they look so beautiful. Okay. And then when you chat with anyone, they appear to be so intelligent and so smart. In fact, even if you look at online personalities, politicians, celebrities, they appear so perfect, and sometimes don't you wonder, like, these politicians and these celebrities, don't they have urges like me? Don't they feel horny? Don't they want to masturbate? Don't they want to smoke, drink, have extramarital affairs, cheat, tell lies? Don't they have normal feelings like me? Or is it just me? I feel depressed. Do they feel depressed? I feel angry. Do they feel angry? I make mistakes. Do they make mistakes? And biggest one of all, we all tend to have a dark side, a bad side. Do they have a bad side or everything is good about them? Let's say, for example, something which people will not openly discuss, masturbation or going to prostitutes or sexual infidelity, as they call it, like not being loyal to one person. Does everyone do it? Or is it only you or only few? Like imagine a politician who you admire. Can be Narendra Modi, Putin, Obama, Donald Trump, Biden. Biden's will not stand also. Okay. Think anybody. Do they have anything bad about them or is everything good? Your role models, the people you like, whether it's Jennifer Lopez or The Rock or Roman Reigns or Salman Khan, or do they have anything bad? Or is everything nice? Is it only you and me that have these bad traits? Now, because you're watching the video, you'll say, yeah, we all have bad traits. Okay, fine. But then, why is it that people don't talk about it? Why is it they don't admit? Why is it that they don't mention? Like, for example, I told you about CVs. Everything is so fucking perfect in a CV, man. It's like, whenever I read people's CVs or profiles, it looks like it's God's gift to mankind. It looks like this person can be the next Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, can be the next, multi-million-dollar startup founder. Then you begin to wonder, if this guy is so good in his CV, leadership, accomplished, achieved, cut down costs and this and that, why companies are not dying to give this guy a job? Why they are not dying to employ this guy? Why is it he's searching, oh, market is bad, oh, market condition. There should be something wrong with you, right? In fact, look at your office colleagues. Is there anyone in the office who's perfect? No, right? Some guys are gossiping, some guys are bitching about, some guys are into politics, some guys are disgusting, some guys are like backstabbers, some guys are spies, some guys, you can't just work with them, they are horrible. Either something is wrong with them, they're like rotten individuals. But then if you see their CV, wow. Same thing with the marriage profiles, dating profiles. Same thing on Facebook. You see Facebook, their lives are so perfect, but when you meet them, so fucked up. I know one female, she puts amazing photographs here in Thailand with her husband. Amazing. If you see where they stay and how they stay, you'll think they live in some sewage dump. But the photographs that they put is all big hotels and all that. I know one Russian Europe. She, on her Facebook profile, she says, staying in Jumeirah and modeling and actress and all that. And she stays in a very posh area. I was like, wow, impressed. Finally, I went there to check. She took me to her apartment. She has only a bed space where they are partitioned, and there's room only to sleep. Imagine, her room is only sleep and stand, and there's a common toilet and common facilities. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was portraying herself as, you know, the Lady Gaga. Like, she is a multi-million dollar, diva. She always photographs herself with expensive Lambos and Ferraris and eating and dining at Burj Al Arab. But then when I saw her real life, I was like, what the fuck is this? She is trying to get freeloaders, wherever there's free, anyone invites her because she's sexy, she'll go there. Bars and pubs, she'll go there because it's for ladies, it's free drink and free whatever. And because she keeps looking sexy, showing her tits and her ass, everyone calls her. So she lives a glamorous life for the world to see. The reality is something else. Even so many girls I know, they show amazing, but the jobs that they're doing, everything from having sugar daddies to being prostitutes. So now, why am I telling you this? We all have a dark side. We all of us, have a bad, evil side. And that side we don't want to show the world. We want to appear like some fucking saint or some nice person. See, there are so many people who, below my YouTube channel or some, they say, oh, what a fucking loser. He had a girlfriend who was 17 years old. He was 31. He's a pedophile. He went to prostitutes. He's a desperate dog. Oh, he cheated on his previous wives. What character does he have? He had sex, or he took steroids, or he worked for this guy in this company, turned out to be doing illegal stuff. Okay, they speak bad about me. Question is, these people who are speaking bad about me, do they have any imperfections? Are they perfect? Are they the shining example for the world to follow? Why do you think so many people who criticize me or make fun of me, they hide behind a profile, or behind a fake name? It's not their real name. They will never put their real name. They will never put their real identity. They will never put their contact details. Fake. There was this guy who, below my YouTube video, he was saying, because I spoke some of the negative things about India, he was like, I challenge you, talk to me face to face, you have guts. And then he was putting bad words, hey, harami, this, that, teri maa ki, this. He's saying, you think I'm afraid? This is my profile. He actually put his profile, he put everything. I challenge you. Fine. I checked his profile. The guy lives in a dilapidated house. Okay, he's a new YouTuber, brand new. He has, not brand new. He's a YouTuber for, I think, 2-3 years, but he doesn't take it seriously. The highest number of views he has is 64 or 67. 16 subscribers. And, obviously he's starting new and all that. And I found out that he works for a small-time company. And he also does deliveries, okay? So not to make fun of the guy, he's trying to do his level best to earn some money and have a career. Now, this is his profile. But the way he attacked me, like, you have guts, talk to me, this is who I am, I'm not afraid of you. He's English and everything. I was under the impression that this guy is maybe a senior level manager of a multinational giant and highly intellectual and, someone who you'd stand and maybe at least have a conversation or debate. He turned out to be a guy who, for lack of a better word, I would not even tip. He could be a delivery boy here in Thailand. Okay? I would absolutely never entertain an individual like this in real life. He can't even afford a 15-minute call with me. That is his profile. Now, this is not to make fun of him. I'm giving the reality. Okay, I'm giving the reality. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not saying, oh, I'm big. And that is his profile. He can't afford even $50. Okay. But you see how big he wants to show he is on the internet. I've told you in my videos, I've even had guys telling some of, before I used to allow anyone to join my groups, my client who's a model, the same female who I talked to you about, this guy sends, hey babes, how's the hottie doing, or some shit like that he wrote. And this client of mine said, Loy, who's this creep? And I was like, who sent what? She sent me a screenshot. The guy saying, hey hottie, hey babes, and this and that. When you check the profile, he's a 13 or 14-year-old boy. Imagine, 13 or 14-year-old. Profile shows a hulking character with abs, muscles. But he's actually a 13-year-old boy. Which is why I stopped adding anyone or allowing anyone to join my groups until I verify what the information is. I was like, buddy, this woman is old enough to be your mother. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, sorry, sir, sorry. See, we all have a dark side, okay? We all have a dark side. We all have drawbacks. We all have the little evil side in us, or little or big or whatever. There are, like for example, here in third world countries, how many Europeans, Americans, Brits, Indians, Pakistanis, they come down for sex. Why do they come here? For sex. Why did I come to Pattaya the first time? I didn't come to open my spirituality. I didn't come for seeing the elephants and all. I came for sex. I came for, let's see the nightlife. My friend said, you will be shocked. I was like, okay, I've never seen it. I saw Pattaya walking street, sex life, and I was like, ooh, wow. Girls are just roaming here and there. You can ask anyone for sex or anything. So I got to see. And what surprised me was almost every man who had come down here came for sex. You're talking 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, even 70, 80-year-old men were coming here for sex. And they target the small girls, the youngest. I've even heard in a bar, I heard from my own, do you have a girl who's 9 or 11? Just imagine, a guy is asking, I want a girl who's 9 or 11. For me, I couldn't take that. I just walked out of that bar. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Openly asking. I know family men. I was introduced to this one guy here on the island. They were talking with 2-3. That's why I don't mix around anymore. And this guy said he's into underage girls. I was like, huh? Oh, they're just openly talking like it's normal. And the guy is a family man back home. He has a daughter. I was like, what the fuck? I just kept quiet. I didn't say anything. And he's like, yeah, he prefers small kids, and he knows one place, he'll go there. I said, okay, whatever. And then later on I excused myself. I never kept in touch with these individuals. In fact, I blocked them from my social media completely. This was, what, 5 years ago? See, in fact, if you go through TikTok, if you go through, like they say, the dark web or whatever, we sometimes read, okay, this Arab guy, he called this young girl to shit and poop in her mouth and piss and have sex with a dog, or have sex with a small boy, and they'll pay money for it, or all of them want to. Okay, I'm going on an extreme. I know I'm talking extreme here. But the main thing which I'm trying to tell you here is, we all have a dark side. We all. And if you are aware of what the person's dark side is, great. But if you're not aware of what the person's dark side is, and they appear to be like a saint, then you have to be careful. The bigger the saint, the bigger the dark side. For example, you see a Sadguru, you'll think he must be such a saint, he must be so holy. Zakir Naik. I don't consider him doctor by any way. Zakir Naik, a bloody nut job. I don't even consider him a terrorist. He's an idiot. Okay, let's assume that you worship him, you think he's a great prophet or whatever. You think he doesn't have a dark side? Your heroes, the people you admire, you think they don't have a dark side? How many girls that I've dated who look so innocent, so like a child, if you talk to them, you'll think that their heart is pure and filled with the goodness of Jesus Christ. When they are alone and nobody is watching, I know what they do. I've not only seen, I've been part of it. There is one female who I spoke to, one of my friends. We were just talking, and then he named this female and said, man, she's such an amazing female. She's into charity and she's so holy. And then I was like, who's this? He showed me a photo. I didn't tell him. I had sex with her. I had sex with that female. And she loves putting nudes and showing naked videos of her masturbating and all. But I just kept quiet. Simple. Jeffrey Epstein, who were his friends? Harvey Weinstein, who were his friends? Come on, man. So why did I make this video? What is the point, purpose, or lesson? It's not that everyone has a dark side and, oh, that's it, yeah. No, are you aware of what is your dark side? You'll say, of course I know. I do this, I do that, I like this. No. Are you aware of what it is? Have you been able to understand why it is there? Have you been able to channelize it? Self-control doesn't work in the long run. Willpower doesn't work every time. So how do you manage it? What do you do? How do you ensure that you channelize this so that it helps you achieve your goals and not distracts you? That is a very important discussion to have with yourself, not with anyone else, not with not to impress anyone. Or I have, and I've told you that. For me, I love attention. The small ones, I love attention, I love to be important. But then there are these dark ones which I've also told you, and not sex. Sex is the least harmful one. From being cold-blooded to being hyper-obsessed to being sometimes even backstabbing, success at any cost. These are the dark ones. I've told you openly, the closest friend I had, the person who saved my life, I had to make a choice between my life and her dreams, her happiness. I had to. It was one of the most sad things. It's like I had to betray my own best friend, the only friend in the world. I had to betray her. I had to destroy her dreams, break her heart, because others I wouldn't achieve where I am today. Nobody will tell you this. Nobody will talk to you like this. That is why I prefer to be alone. Now, Anyway, all I want to tell you is, like a realization that came to me. I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a good guy. I'm irritating. I'm an asshole. I'm a selfish, self-obsessed, like some females say, male chauvinistic pig. Fine. That's what I am. That's what I am. Not denying it. And I'm not going to turn around, oh, what about you? What the fuck are you? Are you Mother Mary? Are you a saint? Most people need to do that. Especially when you have these Greta Thunbergs and self-righteous, self-entitled. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do this. Don't ask me what to do. You all do. You all change. Greta Thunberg, you do this, you do this, you do this. What are you doing? No, don't ask me. I'll travel on private jets. I'll stay like a VIP. I'll be a celebrity. You, all of you. Easy, no? I'm fucked up, man. Focus on not only being aware of who you are, focus on how you can use that, not to cause harm to others or to anyone, but to help you towards the greatness. And yeah, stop believing that you're a saint or good guy. And stop using it as a justification to do bad. That doesn't mean just because I said, okay, I've backstabbed people for success and so I'll continue backstabbing. No, that's not right. Everything has a price to pay, Sooner or later, not karma, someone will put you in your place, So you should never misuse power. But anyway, I don't know what value you got out of this video, but be aware of your dark side. Be aware of other people's dark side. And remember, if you do not know the other person's dark side, then you have to be even more afraid. Because sometimes it may be too big for you to even imagine what it is. That is why, sometimes you get this guy, very nice guy, very nice, and suddenly becomes a serial killer that one day. And then he switches off. That's why sometimes the most calm, cool, composed guy maybe one day gets a road rage and kills someone because he exploded, couldn't control it. Bruce Banner Hulk phenomenon. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Okay? And maybe we can have another discussion about this. You guys take care.